Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to World of Tanks Blitz, and today I'm going to be showing you a replay I had here in the LTP. I was playing it for a birthday of the tank, which meant I was getting double credits, so I tried getting into a game. And yeah, this is the game that I want to show you here. On mines it is unfortunately tier 4 because nobody is playing tiers 1, 2 or 3 apparently, which is very upsetting when I want to just have a game in, I don't know, the terrible Vickers Medium Mark II, for example, or the Medium Mark III. It always means I get up-tiered, which is not brilliant. But yeah, I was trying to get the birthday event in, or trying to get, rather, birthday credits and XP in this LTP. It's not my favourite tank at tier 3. In fact, after playing it a little bit to try and get into a game and trying to get an actual victory game in this tank, yeah, it's definitely not my favourite tank. We do, however, proxy spot a Panzer IV-D. There's a Kimi Otsu, and there's probably going to be people up on the hill. Unfortunately, my gun depression is not good enough to hit that guy, and nobody is shooting at the Panzer IV. There you go. Try and hit him again, but yeah, unfortunately, absolutely no way we're getting gun depression to hit that guy. However, the Panzer has backed up, which means I will pop out here and put a shot into that Kiniyotsu. There is also a guy on the hill. He's shooting at me. There's also two guys. Destroyed the track of the Kini, and nobody is killing him. There's that 14 TP who's shooting at me. Unfortunately, that was a snapshot, and he dies. The Kiniyotsu dies, rather. Yeah, my shot went low, unfortunately, and it did, just hit his track. There's that Electo, who I think also hit me. There's that Panzer. Panzer is dead. Matilda. Can't hit anyone over there. However, we have taken the hill supremacy, and that means I can start putting random shots over here at these guys, and I am expecting that 14 TP to still be over there. The Electo has killed the Matilda, which is not brilliant. I know he's going to be over there in that bush somewhere, so I put a shot into him randomly, or over there randomly. There's that 14 TP. Yes, I will put a shot into him. He's unfortunately injured my driver. That shot hits him. Lovely jubbly. Damage dealt 197, which means one of our random blind shots has hit something. The Keyho has killed the Panzer IV-A, which is good. I'm going to continue putting blind shots over there and expecting the 14 TP to be stupid enough to keep on popping out. In fact, there he is. That shot unfortunately just blows off his track, which is not great. However, he did bounce off us, and if he keeps on backing up, I will hit him. There he goes forwards. I'm expecting him to be in the bush again, so I start putting shots randomly into the bush again, because it's mines, there's going to be people in those bushes. There's that 14 TP again. Waiting for him to pop out from the rock. Unfortunately though, I think he is not going to. So instead I move over here. Unfortunately can't hit that T1E6 Grizzly. Looking for the Electo, looking for the 14 TP. Well, he's not there, so I might as well start putting more random shots over there. T1E6 Grizzly unfortunately did kill our tank that was over there, which means it is now 4-3. We have got our own Grizzly. There's that M5 Stuart back there as well, and there's also some guy AFK in our base. That Panzer III, which is not brilliant. Trying to spot. Unfortunately, don't manage to see anyone. There's still that M5 Stuart there, and there's still going to be probably that Electo up there in the bushes. There you go, 14 TP is now putting shots over here, expecting me to be in that bush. There he is, he's been spotted. There's that Electo. And yep, the 14 TP has started backing up, so I will blow off his track. And my next shot, unfortunately, cannot hit him. Next shot, unfortunately, goes low. Only damages the track of that Electo, which is not brilliant. I'm waiting for myself to no longer be potentially spotted, and I give it a little bit more before popping out and putting a random shot through the bush. There's that Electo. We unfortunately did not hit him. He is driving forwards. Unfortunately, he doesn't go forwards all the way, but he starts backing up, which gives me the perfect avenue to put a nice shot into his side. He pauses, drives forwards again, lets me put another side shot into him, and he is charging our T1 Grizzly, and he's backing up again, and that allows me to finish him off. There's that 14 TP. He's now in a different bush, so I start exchanging shots with him once again. He unfortunately has wised up to this tactic though, and he has backed up behind the rock, and I'm probably not going to be able to get a shot into him. However, there is that T6E1 Grizzly, and yeah, here's where I have a bit of a problem. As I drop down here, the Panzer IV wreck is kind of blocking me, and at this point I'm going, uh-oh, I'm stuck. Because I'm not sure if I could get out. Not sure I could get out of this. I'm kind of stuck up against this dead Panzer IV-D, but however, some quick moving around, shaking around my tank did manage to free me. T1E6 has finished off the AFK Panzer. However, it is me, the Grizzly, and the Stuart. I'm not sure where the hell the Stuart's going. However, he's running away somewhere. Here's that Grizzly, put a nice shot right through him. He thankfully misses me. He has got a damaged ammo rack, and my next shot finishes him off. Did hit a ricocheting part, but it just simply bounced up and into his gun mantlet, which finished him off. So 2 kills, not too bad. I will definitely take that in a tier 4 game with, well, both of those being tier 4 tanks actually. And that was an ace tanker game. 300 assist damage, 586 damage dealt, 2 kills, 4 damages. Very nice. I will always take one of those games. Damage destroyed track of the Otsu, and that allowed me to get some nice assist damage on him. Damaged, rather destroyed track of the 14 TP, which is also where more of that lovely assist damage came from. There's an Electo, only damaged his track. We spotted the Panzer, but nobody shot him, and we did, after all, kill the Grizzly. And we did get some blind shots into at least this 14 TP. We didn't manage to get any into the Electo, but we at least got one shot, I think, in this 14 TP that was penetrating, which is very nice indeed. After repair resupply, using that healing kit on our driver meant that we did lose a little bit of credits here with the premium account from World of Tanks' 11th birthday, or Blitz's 11th birthday. We did make a nice profit of 50,436 credits, and we did also get 4,700 XP from the birthday on this tank, and we were not top of the team in damage dealt. However, we were very close to being top of the team in terms of XP earned, which in a tier 4 game in this tier 3 tank I am definitely happy with, especially with 2 kills, and we did get that lovely ace tanker mastery badge. So that is very, very nice. I'm not sure if that's actually my first mastery badge in this tank. Let me have a quick look. Where are we going to see it? Are we going to see it under upgrades? No, we're going to see it under stats, aren't we? Tanks. Not the Sturv. We're looking for the LTP. Let's just arrange it by tier because that'll be easiest to find. Scroll all the way to the bottom. Here we go. We're looking for tier 3 LTP. There it is. That was in fact my first ace tanker badge as well. How about that? I will take a nice ace tanker, another one for the collection. So yes, that was a nice fun game on mines in this LTP. I will thank you all for watching, and goodbye.